Well, hello, everyone. It is Jacqui Bowman, coach here, and I am here with Aaron Brogan, agent from Missouri. He's awesome. He's in our wolf pack. I'm going to give him a chance to go ahead and share this from my page to his page so that you can, all his followers can see it as well. So just wanted to get on here today to interview, as I do, agents that are at eXp Realty and agents that are crushing it in the business, agents that have unique niches in their business or things that are going on. And one of the things that are amazing to me about Aaron is that he is a full-time firefighter as well as a real estate agent, and he does an amazing job doing both. So I just wanted to thank you for being here today, Aaron.
Oh, thanks for having me, Jackie. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, so you do between 3 and 4 million a year in real estate, as well as being a full-time firefighter. Tell us a little bit about, how long you've been a firefighter and then, what you did before real estate.
So before I became a firefighter, even I worked at Home Depot for about 15 years. I've got a degree in architectural drafting. So, and then I got into firefighting as well. So I kind of have a couple different angles for the real estate side. I owned my own lawn care business as well. So I kind of was an entrepreneur prior to getting into real estate. Got into real estate through a friend of mine who was in real estate about 6 years ago. 7 years ago, I became a firefighter, full-time firefighter paid. And then I got into real estate in 2016. Was with a small independent brokerage for a couple of years and came to eXp in 2019.
Awesome. And so I know there's a lot of folks out there that are either currently part of a independent broker and they love that small synergy, and maybe they've heard of eXp or Keller Williams or Coldwell Banker, and they're like, I would never go to one of those big box companies, right? Because I love this small synergy. And I would assume that you probably had that feeling as well. So what's one of, some of the surprises that you've come across since you've transitioned from that small independent brokerage into eXp?
So I loved the small town or the small brokerage with a tight knit group of people. The family feeling, the small company feeling. It felt like you always had access to your broker. That was probably one of my biggest fears was broker support. Coming from a small brokerage to a bigger brokerage, with more agents, along with training. Training was huge for me. Being a newer agent, I was starving for training, needed the experience, and with doing it part-time as well, it made it there was tough aspects of it, but that was probably one of my biggest fears coming over to eXp was the broker support and the training support. Sorry, I got little ones here. My little guy's trying to come in here too.
This is real life. Dogs, it's all good. All the people on Facebook have the same stuff we do.
Right. Yeah. But no, I mean, just the cloud-based brokerage being in the support from both the broker and not only the broker, but the agents locally and across the country, and now even worldwide, essentially, has been awesome. And the training in the cloud has been phenomenal because you're learning from agents all over the country, not just here in our local area, like, going to the events that are locally. You're able to go into the cloud and learn from top producing agents.
Yeah, it's just having that access to everybody across the country and having that feeling of collaboration being this big because you're so connected. Correct. Through the online platforms versus you feeling like you have that small brick and mortar office. So that's fantastic. So, so any other big surprises since you've been at eXp? I mean, things that, maybe you heard about when you heard about the model and you knew that you would possibly be a good fit and you came over, and then now that you've been here, how long have you been at eXp?
Since March or April 1st of 2019 is my anniversary. Okay. So going on, I guess, 3 years now. Yeah. I saw the some great opportunities, not just with doing real estate and the real estate side of what every real estate agent does, the transaction side, but having other streams of income as well, possibly, between the stock option and then also if you happen to, attract another agent to the company, the reward that they give you for that as well. has been awesome. I mean, just the stock alone was a huge option for me, having ownership in the company. I've gained enough stock between the transactions that I've done and what the company's giving me. We bought a camper back in April of this year, and essentially we could have used and still had some left of what we purchased the camper for in stock, but I have a hard time because the company's doing so well to just cash it in. When we could have. I mean,
that is actually the strongest. That is the biggest struggle for some of the EXP agents right now. On top of business and everything else, it's like, I have enough stock to do this great thing for my family, but the stock is doing amazing. I've got to keep it in, right? So here we do. We go and we buy stuff, and we're like, okay, if we had to, no, it's not good, right? And we're just keeping it. Right. So that's great. I'm glad to hear you didn't sell. That's awesome. Yep. And you still got the camper, so that's perfect.
I still got the camper.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So, so one of the things I admire is exactly what we just heard. Like, you have a family, you're an amazing father, an amazing husband, you've got a full-time job as a firefighter, you also sell real estate. Any tips for people that are in real estate, maybe that have a full-time job or have other obligations? Like, what are some of the tools or some of the things that you have done personally that you could share with other people, or things that you've used or things that have helped you maintain all of that?
Well, I would probably start with probably the number one thing is coaching. Coaching's been huge for me. Finding a good coach and having somebody to bounce ideas off of, and like yourself or like Monica, who I've coached with, Hank Avik, who I've coached with, and they're not here locally. None of you guys are here locally. Everybody's across the country, whether it's Ohio or Michigan or Peter Weller, who's out in Colorado, who I coach with currently as well. It's just been great collaboration, and I'd never have met any of you guys as coaches, probably except for Monica, because I knew her prior to EXP. But I mean, just the collaboration. Even Ryan is a huge. I look up to Ryan, your husband, because of all the support that he's given me with his hero program that he has, and the dedication he has with first responders. But going back to your question, as far as some of the other tools for full-time people that are full-time employees at another company and getting into real estate, or trying to do it part-time. The cloud-based brokerage has been huge for me. The support at your fingertips all the time, with the broker support, with the training, with the collaboration of other agents across the country. That network is like, it's, you can't find it anywhere else, or at least that I found anywhere else. So
it's hard to describe until you get here. I mean, I like to say we're proud, like Monica and I are proud to have the Wolf Pack. I mean, we love your Wolf Pack,
Right.
But it's just our little tribe here at EXP Realty, and we just have so much fun, and we're there to help everyone there. And Monica's an amazing coach, and she is your sponsor. She's the one that introduced you and influenced you the most to come to EXP, which is awesome. And it wasn't like she pressured you. You were just like, hey, tell me a little bit about it. And you weren't in a devastating position. You didn't need to make a move. It was just something that you saw and said, you know what, this is an opportunity for me. So,
absolutely.
So if that's something that any of you are feeling that, hey, you're a little bit curious and Aaron, please, don't hesitate to reach out to him and talk to him. He's not going to pressure you into joining EXP Realty or recruit you. But it's really about just sharing some of his success and the things that have helped him really move in his career while he still has a full-time job, which is awesome. So tell everyone about your little ones. How old are they? Tell us a little bit about your family.
And so my wife, Katie, we have been married since 2011. So we're 10 years this September. Very excited about that. She's sitting here next to me at the other desk. So if I told you how long we've been together, I don't remember, but it's been a long time. She's telling me 17 years, so I'll go with that.
I love it.
And I have two awesome kids, Mason and Addison. Addison is 7 and Mason is 5. And we just love hanging out as a family. And awesome. EXPs gave us such awesome opportunities, both me and my wife and kids, to do the things that we do with the place up at Mark Twain Lake, being able to go there as much as we do, having a boat and a camper. And then I'm sure you guys have seen several times on Facebook as well, the traveling that me and my wife have done as well, being able to go to the different conferences with the company. And she actually enjoys going to the real estate conferences.
I love that. I love when
and not being a part of it.
I love when she goes to the real estate conferences too, because then I get to hang out with her too. So
right.
you guys are absolutely awesome. So Aaron, I don't know if there's anything else I didn't ask you today or anything else you want to close with that you would just want to let people know. But I wanted to thank you for coming on today and let everyone know how much I admire you, your business. Ryan and I think you and Katie are amazing. And we're so blessed to have met you through EXP. And I just wanted to thank you. So any closing thoughts?
I just want to thank you guys for all the support that you've given us, through the company. And I'm glad that the roads have all met where they have, because the opportunity's been amazing. And I would just tell any of the agents out there or anybody thinking about getting into real estate, I would say, look at this model and look at it with an open mind.
Yeah.
You don't have to join, and you don't have, this is not a fit for everybody, but I would take a very good look at this, because there's no other companies out there, brokerages, that are essentially paying you to do real esestate.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Because when you think you're at 100%, you're not.
No.
This is more than 100% in so many ways. It's unbelievable. And Glenn's a genius for the program that he came up with.
Yeah.
So,
well, you're doing an amazing job growing your group. You're doing an amazing job in real estate. Thank you for all you do being a first responder. And thanks for having this interview today. If any of you need to get a hold of Aaron, obviously you can contact him through Facebook. You can message me if you don't have his contact information. He'd love to talk to you about real estate, firefighting, being a great dad, and all of the above anytime.
Absolutely.
So thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it.